All right, boys and girls. In today's English lesson, we're going to be talking about our new vocabulary word, sort. Now, in our story yesterday, we learned that sort is not the verb. It's not a verb. It's a noun.
Boring. I mean, would you want to learn from her? How do we keep students engaged in the online classroom for early elementary? I've got some ideas. Hi guys, it's Erlene. Welcome to my channel. I love talking about classroom management. I have my bachelor's in early childhood education and I have my master's in special education. So it's my mission to help teachers create a caring, loving, and positive environment through classroom management. In my previous video, I discussed how classroom management through rules and procedures could be implemented in the online classroom for early elementary. Now in this video, we're going to discuss how to keep students engaged. And why do we need to keep students engaged in the online classroom for early elementary? I'd like to read a quote from the University of Washington at the Center for Teaching and Learning. Evidence shows that engaging students increases their attention and focus. It motivates them to practice higher level critical thinking skills, and it promotes a much better learning experience, unquote. Wow. So that's several reasons to keep our students engaged in the online classroom. We want them to be active learners. We want them to participate, not just point a finger, ask a question, and wait for an answer. We want them to be excited and engaged in our lessons. What do we have to do to get our students to participate? Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown. No, you don't have to be a clown to keep them engaged unless you want to. Look, being a clown is not necessary in order to keep the students engaged. But what is necessary is being lively, being energetic. Now you might be thinking, I'm an educator, not an entertainer. I've got a little bad news for you. You kind of need to be both. No, you don't have to be a Lollapalooza. Right? But you do need to be engaging. In the online classroom, you're in a flat box and screen. So we've got to be a little bit livelier, right? In order to keep our students engaged and to keep them interested. Is it easy? No. And like I said, you don't have to be a clown, be a clown, be a clown. But you definitely can help them want to learn more about your subject. Being an educator and an entertainer is necessary. I call it being an edutainer, right? We've all heard that before. Being an edutainer, it just means that we are invested in trying to make sure our lessons are lively and not boring. Here is the word of the day. We've got to do more. Now, I would like to talk about jokes. Jokes. What would be wrong with having a joke of the day? Everybody loves jokes. kids love jokes. I love jokes. I remember still my very first joke that I ever learned as a kid. Do you remember your first joke as a kid? And how would you keep students engaged? If you wouldn't be interested in telling a joke of the day, what would you do? Let me know. Drop a comment below in the bottom bar. All right, back to telling jokes. My first joke was, what is black and white and red all over? Do you give up? The newspaper. Yes, the newspaper is black and white and red all over. What makes that joke funny? Well, we can dissect the joke. I have a very good product called Dissect the Joke in my TPT store. And it has a lot of the Common Core standards for English for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, even third grade. You can take a joke and make a mini lesson out of it. Here's how. What's black and white and red all over? Well, what makes that funny, or what makes that riddle so interesting, is that the word red, R-E-A-D, is what we use as a past tense for when we read something, right? But it also sounds the same as the color red, right? Red. It sounds the same as the color red. So that's what makes it funny. That's something that we can use as a mini lesson, and we can keep our students engaged by asking them that question. But we can have another joke. Like this one. What sort of music do rabbits like? Are you thinking? I'll give you a clue. Yes, it's hip hop. Hip hop music. That's the kind or type or genre of music rabbits like. Now, let's dissect that joke. Why is it funny? We can ask the kids. Tell me, why is this joke funny? Because it talks about rabbits' movement, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, and it discusses the kind or type of music that they could listen to. And we know, are very familiar with the word hip hop music, right? So those two things together make it very funny. So when we do this, when we talk about the vocabulary word in the joke, sort, and when we talk about sort and what it means and how it can be a synonym, then that makes it very interesting and very engaging, and we're still covering the standards. So we can take a joke of the day, dissect it by asking questions. What makes it funny? What words make it funny? What's the definition of the words? It's helping them to get the joke, to understand it, is a mini lesson, and it's engaging and it's fun for everyone. Now, you may not want to do this every single day in the online classroom. You may not want to do that, but it may be something that you implement as a fun Friday. You wear your fun t-shirt and let them know that, hey, this is the day that we are going to dissect a joke. It's an idea that I thought would be helpful to you. And if you think it's something that you would be interested in, feel free to use it. In today's video, if you saw something you like, then hit the like button. And if you want to continue with me in this series of how to keep students engaged, then feel free to subscribe. And if you want to know when I upload the next video, just hit the notification bell. I want to thank you for the privilege of your time, and I hope that you can use something from today's video. And remember, you can create a positive and caring environment. Just show some love. I'll see you next time. Take care. The university. I would like to read a quote here from the university. So,